I remember growing up, my mom used to say, at one point, she said, I've lived here in the US longer than I've lived in India. And I used to think about that. I'm like, it's like, that's a pretty big moment in someone's mind. And so I have now lived and worked at University of Chicago longer than I've lived anywhere else. And so I always think about that as well. So I trained here. I came here for residency training. One of the reasons I came here for residency training was I was interested in health policy and how to make an impact beyond just the doctor-patient relationship, but also learning those system skills. And so I was able to do that during residency and chief residency here. Really skill up and get that training that I felt was important to me. One challenge in remaining here, a place that I trained, is that, early on, my first leadership position was as a chief resident in internal medicine. And so that was exciting because I was leading our residents and sort of in between faculty and residents. And then I joined the faculty. But when you're a chief resident or a resident at a place that you train, no matter what your job role is, people are still going to be like, I remember you when you started as an intern. And that can be a little bit odd when you're in a meeting with a dean or the chair. So you do have to sometimes gently steer the conversation away, or, say, oh, that was a long time ago, great memory. And just to put in a little bit of perspective to highlight that you did not just finish training yesterday. But I do think that that's an asset, but can also be, it could also be, something that you need to overcome as a barrier. And so I've thought about that a lot. And so I would say the same reason that I can be so effective is because I trained here. I know the culture really well. I know a lot of people. And so some of the things that I know other women leaders who move around, talk about a lot is getting to know the culture and getting to know your allies.